just getting it running. How long do I have to do this for until I can actually use it? Get a bit knackered like. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Buggies RC. My name is Jimbob. Let's go. Yes crew, RCers, how are we all doing? I am back for another one, and we have got the TQ Sport 2 Hobao buggy. As promised, we're going to run it in today and hopefully get a good blast on this little thing. I've been waiting for this one for a while. It's just been sat on my shelf, and here it is now out and about. It's very windy today, so I'm going to go on to GoPro in a moment to stop that. I have already upgraded the wheels. We have now got those on it, which look rather tasty. I've also put this exhaust on it, which has got springs rather than the rubber sleeve, because when I put a 19 tooth pinion on this, I guarantee it'll melt through that string, because I've had it happen before, and you lose the pulleys all the time. These exhausts are so much better. I don't know the exact name for them, but it's an exhaust. Other than that, the thing is fresh out of the box, totally standard. We're going to get it running, and then we're going to give it a good old blast. Why not, RC heads? Let's go. While we're on the intro part, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, ring that belly bell thing. Let's get on with this. Hopefully this is going to be fun. I don't know. Hopefully. What am I even on about? Let's go. For the running in this, because what I did at first, it hadn't seemed to have done anything, so I think we might have to actually start this thing to run it in. I'm really not sure, but anyway, we're going to need some 25% fuel. We've got Opti fuel there. We're going to need a fuel bottle to put some fuel in the thing, and some glow plugs and a glow starter. You don't necessarily need the radio gear on at this point, because we just need to run a couple of tanks through it at idle, and then third tank we can start to alter revs a little bit up to mid-range, and then fourth tank we can just carry on with sort of up to mid-range, and then fifth tank we can start to open her up and she should be all good. This thing is totally factory set. This high-end screw, I'm going to wind it in about 1/4 of a turn. The mid-range is flush down there, and the low needle is flush. I don't know if you're seeing that or not, but trust me, it's flush. So we're not going to touch the low speed. We're not going to touch the mid-range at all. We're just going to wind in this high speed by about 1/4 of a turn, like so. When you're running in, always make sure you're on a rich setting, but that was super rich, so I've just put it in a little bit because I don't know what I'm doing, so but yeah, if it's too rich, it's just spitting fuel everywhere, and that's just what I've done. It's not the first time I've run an engine in, it's only about the third, but anyway, I don't think I care anymore. Right, let's get this started. I didn't mention the idle gap, did I? So down there is the idle screw. Now I'm guessing the factory set it to about 1mm. I should really check and take the air filter off, but I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna see if it starts, and then if it doesn't, I'm just gonna wind that in clockwise a little bit and just open that gap a little bit just to get some idle on it. The glow plug that I'm using, it's a Fast Tracks Platinum medium heat. Got a nice new glow plug there. Always make sure it's glowing nice and bright. We're now going to take off the cover. Woo, nice and crispy fresh. Look at that. Right, oh, I've just dropped that in the muck. That was not a good idea. I'm going to get that in there, get the fuel in, prime it up, and we'll get starting the thing. I'm just going to put, because the brand new thread's in the head, I'm just going to put a little dab of after run oil just on there, on the threads of the glow plug, and then when you put it in, because the brand new thread's in here, you just want to be careful and make sure you don't thread them. So always turn it like half a turn backwards and then go forwards, and hopefully get a nice tight seal. This engine will have a pinch point, it'll be awfully tight in there as well. We might have to loosen that when we're starting it, but that's now in. Next, we just need to prime it up. You've got this little pulley thing, look, put it on there. Put your thumb over the exhaust and with a few pulls. It should get the fuel through, if not, you just have to give it a little blow. But right, get it primed, we'll start her.
Right, let's see if this thing will go. Glow plug on, go starter on. It's real tight. Oh, right, it's going to loosen that off a little bit. Another thing you could do is preheat the engine first before you attempt this. It's probably wise to, but I haven't got a heater with me, so. Right, I'll open the throttle just a little tiny bit. We've got no radio gear on or anything at the moment, so just going to do it by manually.
I really don't know why, but my front screen on my GoPro has totally stopped working. I'll have to have a look at that later. I've damaged it somehow, I don't know. Right, at this point we're just going to leave it idling, get some heat through that engine. You want some smoke coming out the exhaust. We're going to do 2 tanks and just leave it like that. Jobs are good, and then we can start get the radio gear on and start moving it, so low speed up to mid-range revs, just up and down slowly and carefully. Right, we've nearly got 1 tank through it already. I'm going to cut it out, let it cool down fully, and then we're going to put the 2nd tank in it, and then for the 3rd tank get the radio gear and everything on, and we can finally blast this awesome buggy. Woohoo! As it's cooling down, make sure that the piston is bottom dead center, so at the bottom. Don't let it cool while it's at the top, because it'll have a pinch point there. It's a new engine, so I'm just going to leave that just to cool. It's pretty much there now, and then we'll go for tank number 2. Just increase the idle to tick over a little bit more on it, because it's taking forever to get through that tank. We want to get some heat through the engine. We'll be able to drive it in a minute. I'm sure that's what you're all waiting for. And we'll be on tank number 3 and get it just running up and down, plodding up and down just slowly, because it's not just the engine we need to run in, it's all the diffs and everything as well. So always bear that in mind. So in a minute you will see this thing moving. Right, that's 2 tanks through. At this point we can now top it back up, get your radio gear on, make sure the throttle is opening and closing, you've got brakes, and the steering is all working okay, which it is. So we can now start running it up and down. My advice is do not use these sort of packs, they're absolutely crap. Make sure your batteries are fully charged, of course, and ideally you want a fail safe on them in case they try and like run away if they lose signal. It's happened to me a few times. I still have not got a fail safe RC heads, but I must just like runaways. But yeah, ditch that thing. At this point we are still awfully rich, as you'll see. Kind of bogging, but we want that at the moment, so let's just see, just get it moving. Because it's rich, we're struggling to set off. There we go. So I'm full throttling it and it's not going anywhere, look. That's because it's really rich, so don't panic. And we're just trying to run it in now, 3rd tank. Look, full throttle. Just going to wind in the high-speed needle slightly. If it'll let me. Put it in a little tiny turn. There we go. We're just going to run it up and down a few times, just slowly like this now for the 3rd tank. I hope you can hear me with all this noise. Hit like and subscribe, crew. So there we go. I'll have this ripping soon. Super, super rich still. We're just trying to alter the revs a little bit. Just wind that high speed in a little bit more. Can't do it, it's stiff. It's hard to do that. Which is just giving it a little less fuel so we can just get it moving. We just want to run it up and down. Here we go. It starts to liven up a little bit the more you wind that high end screw in. So I'm just going to get on with doing this bit, get this tank through. Want 2 tanks like this, and then we can really get a tune on it and get it blasted. I'm sure you've been waiting for that part. So let me get on with this and I'll see you in a minute. That's tank number 3 done. I'm going to do number 4 in a second. You can do a pinch test as well. So if you pinch the fuel line and it takes ages to cut out, it means it's really rich. If it cuts out in like a second, oh look at that bug on there, that's a funky bug. If it cuts out like really quickly, it means it's too lean. So I'm just going to dial in the high speed, which is really, really stiff. I hope you could hear me on the last clip. This is not moving very well. I'm just going to put that in a little bit more, or quite a bit more, you know, because it's really, really rich for this 4th tank. And then number 5, we can proper blast it. Woo! That's it, we're on tank number 5. At this point, make sure your wheels are tight. Just go around it. Which they are. So now we can start to tune and winding in the high-speed needle to get more and more power. Still try and keep it a little bit on the rich side for now because it's still new, but we should be able to get a blast out of this now, finally. Yes! There we go, tank number 5. So still super, super rich. That's full throttle. That's why it's not moving anywhere. So we're gonna adjust that really stiff screw when I can find my screwdriver. Where is it? I'm just gonna wind in the high speed and get some more power. Power, yes. Really hard to do. So if you think about a clock, that was about a 5-minute turn. Think of a clock face. Going a little bit faster now. And here it's started to open up a bit. Let's do it a bit more. Really stiff. Can't do it. Seems to be jammed up. I don't know why. We got a bit more power. Look, I think it's from being sat on the shelf that long. The high-speed needle's got really just. Come up and do a bit of oil on it or something. I don't know. There you go. Look, it's opening up more. And that's all you're doing now. Until the point where it starts going ow, 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 hesitating. Then you have to wind it back to feed it more fuel. You're always looking for a trail of smoke all the time when running these. Oh, we've roofed it. I'm not going to bother putting the body shell on for this video, there's no point. It's still running in, but we can add a little bit more revs now. And that's it, jobs are good. It's only got a small pinion on at the minute. I'm going to up it to a 19 tooth. The bigger the pinion, the hotter it will run. And sometimes you need to put a roto start on them rather than a pull start because the exhaust will melt through that pull start, trust me. And that's why I've also put the spring exhaust on, because the rubbers will get hot and they just keep coming off with the tie wraps. So if you're going for power, upgrade your exhaust system. See if I can get that high speed in a little bit more. Just really stiff, but I have managed to get it in again. About sort of 5 minute turn. Oh, you see that meow, that hesitant there? That's more of a lean sign. So let's pinch test it and see how long it takes to cut out. To be fair, that's a little bit quick, but it's probably about right. We're just going to wind that high end screw just back a little tiny 1 minute turn this time, just a tiny turn, and that should be about there. There you go. So I'm not expecting it to be super fast with that pinion, like I said, but that's fast enough for this session. And that's how you run in a brand new engine, a brand new buggy. A couple of humps and bumps on here with the grass, but there you go. That tune's pretty much sweet. So remember, so it's flush on the low speed, flush on the mid speed, and the high end we're just going to wind in till we get it a little bit faster, a bit more power. Oh! Oh no, me brand new buggy! Oh. I'm trying to get it to do a donut, it's not at the minute. It just keeps topping over. I need to set up the shocks and that. Let's get another pass. Oh, you see now it's getting hot, so it's leaning out. We need to wind out, sorry, to high speed. Or is it getting low on fuel? No, I think we've got... Oh, yeah. It's getting a bit low on fuel, so that might be causing it because it went upside down. So always be careful of lean because that'll wreck your engine. But when they flip upside down, they tend to starve a little bit. Oh no! Oh, is it back on the wheels? Yeah. So it might do it now, it might do that hesitation. The other thing I failed to do is put some air filter oil on this. I haven't done it yet, I forgot. So you need to put some oil on your air filter. I'll do that when I get home. Well, that's it, job's a good one for this. Oh! Do the pinch test. It's quite quick because it's upside down, but I think the tune's pretty good. As close as we're going to get it for now. And there you go. TQ is running, so look forward to seeing this one again very soon. Thanks for watching. Like I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, people. If you've watched until this far, thank you very much. It means a lot. The channel's growing very well now. We've got 2,200 subscribers, so thank you. Can't thank you enough. It's a good buggy this. Can't wait to get the big opinion on. It's going to be super quick. So we'll see you on the next one, RC heads. Bye bye.